Going Hollow Bastion to start off, which is in the newest legal stage. Came out with Sora, obviously, and actually no, we're starting off with PS2, the classic. Also pretty good double stage just because of its size. Bigger than Small Battlefield and still has the biplats.
Zombie! Enderman! Sephiroth!
Alright, yeah, we're seeing the Sephiroth come out. Sephiroth's utility is, in doubles especially, I think is going to be that counter. It kills really early if catches Steve in a minecart with it. You can always hop out to get the effects of the command grab, but the staying in the minecart is definitely a more powerful option. Alright. The damage is kind of interesting because there we see the counter against minecart. We're taking a pretty early damage lead, but now AK and Steffen have some advantage. Oh, an early kill on Pally with the Lambo. But Vince takes on Steffen. AK gets his first diamond. Let's see if he crafts it now. He's only at 67%, which might be a good time to craft it, but he might wait till getting a little bit more use out of that stone. Both AK and Steffen playing this matchup pretty aggressively, which is kind of unusual for them. Both of them tend to be pretty champion teams, which is optimal. Steffen gets the kill sparks on Vince with the TNT setup, but it does not work. Kind of swatting him away right now, but it's not going to work. Steffen loses. AK is still at 3, so we might see a scenario where there's some stock stealing happening. Don't know. It looks like Spiro is at his last stock, but it's hard to tell with the graphic. Alright, now we are at even stocks between the teams. AK still hasn't taken any damage, and I spoke to some commentators first. Although that's kind of obvious that it's going to happen eventually. Another character with... Ooh, Steffen is... Oh, never mind. Steffen has an extra stock. Or no, Stola stock from AK. Okay. I can see that being a very valid option here, especially because AK still has a pretty good amount of damage left on his... But they're still in a stock deficit here with Vince still having his 2 stocks. It does, however, look like Spiro is not in a great position with 100% on that last stock. It'd probably be beneficial to go for the kill on Spiro there and start working. They have a single stone wall set up for the both of them. Ooh. This is not looking good. Steffen being the only one left with 130. He needs time to craft these diamonds to get that comeback. Stalls out the Palutena side lead. The dash attack's gonna take it. Alright, Steffen or Spiro and Vince take the first game. I think AK and Steffen are gonna try to rethink their strategy here a little bit. Maybe try to slow down the game. There are some interesting things you can do with just like we've seen some fun stuff with double ladder combos from them in the off-stream setup, but it's hard with two characters that can pretty easily. Well, Sephiroth better than Palutena, but Sephiroth has a lot of good Steve counterplay. We saw previously the Palutena Zelda pairing, which Zelda does have a ton of tools to break down blocks from a distance. Palutena less so. Alright, we're going Town City now. Interesting.
Team battle.
I don't remember. I feel like the stage has big blast zones, but I could be wrong.
Enderman. Zombie. Sephiroth.
We're sticking with the same characters, which doesn't surprise me. AK takes some time to mine while Steffen goes right in. They're also kind of switching pairs. I think previously it was more common for Steffen to fight Spiro and AK's but we did see an early ladder combo there from Steffen, but it got interrupted, which I feel like that's a lot harder to land in doubles because you can save your partner, especially from like those long cutscene combos like Steve has. The zero convergences. You can get a lot of good spacing out of those minecarts. You just have to be careful not to catch your teammate in them. Although being caught in the minecart actually doesn't do any damage to you. It just sets you up for punishes, and obviously there's a command grab. Alright, we saw the first stock taken from Steffen. And also one taken from Spiro as well. The minecart's not quite gonna kill yet. Steffen throws out the up smash, which is a really active move, but Sephiroth has wing, thus a triple jump. So you can pretty easily stall that out. But it takes it later. AK's actually not Steffen's. A little bit behind on commentator. Ooh, the back air takes him out. Takes Spiro's stop. If he's back air, big meaty hits. That's a strong move. Which I guess you could say a lot of back airs, but we see that again with Steffen going for a team troll. That's not good. Steffen's back air just took out AK. There's been a couple pretty serious scenes of killing from AK and Steffen here. You're not team killing, but like with Steve's minecart, of course, it's pretty hard to not hit at least someone. And it not only does it do the command grab, but then once your opponent's in the command grab, it continues to be an active hitbox. So you can kind of use your own teammate as a projectile, with risking them being hit out of it, obviously. But it also can hit them if you can catch the opponent. Zero kill Steffen off the side of the stage. It's not looking great for Steffen. Got a lot of good shield pressure there with the anvil, but ooh, Steffen is... I'm messing up. Vince's shield is very small there. And AK is out of iron. Got to play another back air. And back air? Wow. Alright, yeah, this is not looking great for Steffen, but Palu's at a really high percent. And theoretically, this is still possible. Like, this... He just needs to craft his diamond. It's sad seeing AK, whose character is now dead, with his diamond still intact, while Steffen is struggling for resources here on this wood stage. That neutral B putting a lot of pressure on Steffen. being interrupting his attempts to edge guard. The backer's gonna take it. Alright, I believe this is best of 3, so...
Too bad for you.
Yeah. Try to hold this closer. I don't know if there's much I can do on my end to fix the commentary, but...
Team battle.
Okay, so this is best of 5. See if we can see a reverse 3-0 from Steffen and AK, but pretty solid advantage for Vince Spiro.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, we're keeping with Town and City here. I actually don't know what the advantages of this choice are. It's a decently big stage, which could be very useful in doubles to get some space, especially for the Steve mains who want to camp out a little bit, get their resources. Steffen there interrupting Spiro's edge guarding attempt on AK. Previously, we've seen a lot of attempts again with with Steffen and AK to block him. Characters with teleport recoveries like Palu, but not too much here. I think Vince is putting on too much pressure to get that to happen. We did see Vince get an early Vince get killed pretty early there with an untackable anvil off stage. Or an untackable stage strike because of anvil off stage, rather. And Steffen up there crafting on the platforms. Alright, back here takes Palu out. Both AK and Steffen with 3 stocks still, taking a pretty commanding lead this game. And both Steves also have their diamonds available. I don't know if either of them are going to plan on crafting it yet, but it is there, and that is scary for Vince and Spiro. Alright, we see AK use his first stock and craft diamonds. As the 0 can have a whole stock of utility from them. This means they don't break. That is a risky option there to try to use a TNT setup while your teammate is also on ledge. Alright, now both Steves have their diamonds and on their second stock. I mean, I can see that Vince is clearly on his last stock, but I do not know about Spiro. And Vince is out to an anvil off stage. Now we see some block imps now that the backer is going to take it instead. Alright, that was a pretty commanding victory for AK and Steffen. Let's see if they can continue and bring this back up to even and potentially a win. It's going to be an uphill battle though. I'm interested to see where they counterpick to now that after that win on. I think AK and Steffen took better advantage of the side platforms there to craft and mine a little bit. Some fodder. I missed that.
Team battle. Enderman. Zombie. Sephiroth.
Alright.
Three, two, one, go!
Okay, we're actually seeing some wall steps again here in the beginning. Similar dynamic actually to last round where Steffen kind of went on advantage while AK took some time to mine. Went on attack, offense. Advantage means something different. And now we're kind of seeing the opposite, which is interesting. They're taking turns to give themselves time to mine. Both Palu and Sephiroth have pretty big moves, especially there's Palu's smash attacks, which are not always the best, but they do cover a lot of area. They do space you pretty well, so I don't know if those are good options against blocks because they're just frame data, but alright, we're going to see Sephiroth out to Steffen's back. I think AK just grabbed Vince out of Minecraft, which I didn't know you could do. That is something you learn only through Steve doubles. Because Steve grab is slow. Both of them in up smash, but Vince is still at that lower percent, so he did not get killed from it, but it did take Spiro stuff. But dash attack takes Steffen. But Steffen has his diamond now, which is definitely a force to be contended with. The only person left on stage is Vince. 3 KOs. That was quite a moment there. Looked like Steffen was going for a ladder combo there with those up tilts, but it seemed like Palu fell out. Alright, there we go. It is hard to tell stocks again, but I believe it is even stocks. Not anymore though. It looks like both Vince and Spiro are down to their last, while Steffen still has 2. Although AK is now out, so it is 2v1, and that counter is going to take it. Insanely useful in the Steve matchup, although not quite the use case I said earlier. In Vince's Spiro